Hey, Jim here from K2 Concepts. Gonna do a short video today without a cameraman. It's Friday. I'm gonna try to relax a little bit, but the video today is on the new 3M AccuSpray system, the gun in particular. This is the 1.4 tip, so I'm gonna go over that real quick. Some of you guys have been seeing it. We've had some questions come across, and we have a partnership now with Finish Master, and so they hooked us up with a nice little setup, and we'll go over the details of their sale towards the end of the video. First and foremost, a little beer for the haters, a little Corona for this afternoon. There you go. Thank you. Some of you may have already been operating with using the AccuSpray for the primer. It has a disposable tip. You guys have seen them. They're clear. This is their 1.4 gun. They've been talking about it for about 2 years now. It's been out for 3 or 4 months, I think. It's identified with the orange back strap and also the orange tips. The tips for the primer gun are 1.8. Now, before I get a boatload of questions, don't be using the AccuSpray 1.8 tip to apply your activator, or the 1.4. I know some of you do, but I've heard some stories. A good friend of mine, Smitty, had one blow up in his face. The activator will eat the seals eventually, so get yourself a full metal gun. Don't be messing around. Don't take a chance. That being said, big improvement on these is the trigger. You see the primer gun's a little bit narrower, the 1.4 is a little thicker, so it's a little more comfortable. Again, identified by the orange back strap on the 1.4, no back strap on the 1.8. The internals are a little bit tougher. You guys, if you're going to buy one and mount the gauge that's included in it, make sure you use a backup wrench. A lot of guys weren't using a backup wrench, and they were cranking this on. They were tearing these guns up from the inside. So both models, I believe, are reinforced on the inside, but use a backup wrench. So you have the gun, the gauge. It's a cool little kit. It weighs in at about 459 grams. Normal metal gun like my Air Gunzas weigh in at about 714 grams. So it's quite a bit lighter. Pretty comfortable gun. The upside, again, disposable tips, really quick to interchange. Make sure that when you use this, if you're going to use this gun, make sure that you pull back on the trigger and the tips are firmly seated. Otherwise, you're going to have air come out the sides here where the tip clips in. It's going to change your pressure. Okay, so make sure that the tip is firmly seated. We've used these guns to shoot solvent-based paints. We've used them to shoot water-based, waterborne paints, and we also did a couple of loads of clear just to test them, you know, for everything. I can tell you that if you're going to be using some solvent paints, like just for sake of example, One Hit Wonder, that's a very aggressive paint as far as adhesion. It tends to cling to our metal guns, and it's really tough to clean because that's just what it does. So anyhow, with this, you just pop the top off, dump this in a thing of acetone, wipe the needle down, and you can pop another tip on. You can be ready to shoot that quick. That's a plus, especially if you guys are doing custom work. You know, where you're changing out paints, hitting 2 or 3 different colored parts, 4 parts a day. This would be a good gun for that. And that's one of the reasons why we brought it in. The downside, there are a couple downsides, okay? Number one is whenever you change your settings, whether it's a fan, whether it's a needle depth, you're gonna change your airflow. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with the gun, but it seemed like every time we adjusted our fan or our needle depth, it tended to change the airflow. It was just really weird. haven't got with 3M rep on that one, but from what I can see, we're not changing the parameters of the gun too much, so it just may be an inherent quality of gun. You set it up, leave it alone. I don't know. Second of all, the trigger pull, the spring in this thing is fairly tough. It's tense. It's a lot of pull. So if you guys are going to be doing production, I'm not sure I would recommend this gun. It gets a little tough. We shot a couple production loads. We do 200-300 parts a day, and it got pretty heavy about halfway through the load. If you're going to be shooting clear, it'll shoot clear cool. I mean, it's not bad for a clear gun, but again, that trigger pull gets a little heavy. So if you're doing custom work, definitely recommend it. If you're doing any kind of production work, you may want to stick with a heavier but easier handling metal gun, like an Airgunza or Iwata or Warwick. You know, they just seem to be easier to handle, a little more balanced. So that being said, again, the upside, quick change out with the tips, easy to clean. You know, the gun comes with a gauge, so that's kind of cool. The package for Finish Master, they have a sale going on now through December 31st. It's been going on since the beginning of November. But the sale is, you get the gun. With the gun, you get 2 or 3 tips in the gun package. You get the gun, you get the regulator, you get 2 or 3 tips. Then you get a box, or 4 boxes. There's 4 tips in each box, so you get 16 plus 1, 2, 3 in the gun, so that's 20, 19 tips. So you get you get the gun, 4 boxes of tips, 4 in each box, and 50 of the PPS cups. These things are about 125 bucks a box as it is. These are about 20 bucks a box. So basically for $200, yeah, that's the sale price, $200, you're getting the tips, the cups, and the gun. So you're basically getting the gun for free. That's their promo. It's running from now till December 31st. So if you guys have an inkling, run down and get it. For 200 bucks, it's a pretty good deal. So that's it. That's my take on this gun. The other thing, I didn't even mention it, but if you want to, just like the primer gun, if you want to change up your fan, you can. It's that easy. So instead of your fan going this way, you can actually switch it up, do up and down. If any of you know about the PPS system, you turn upside down, pull a vacuum on your cup, and you can actually spray upside down with this system. It's a pretty cool system. Again, I definitely recommend it for custom work. Not quite sure I'd bring it in for the production line, but you know, they hooked us up on this. Finish Master did. So if there's a Finish Master in your neck of the woods, I definitely recommend you go over and get the $200 deal. Tell them you want the 3M AccuSpray 1.4 tip deal. It's running from now through December 31st. It is not, the deal does not include the 1.8. So if you want a 1.8 primer gun, you're not going to get the deal. It's only with the 1.4, and that's to roll out the 1.4, get you guys used to it. It's a pretty cool system. Anyhow, that's it for this one. Go down and see the Finish Master, you know, for that deal. Get you guys a couple of tidbits of what's coming up. We have a partnership now with the Chem Express, makers of Hydrovator. We have our own brand coming up. It's called K2 Brew. We're probably going to have a forum to support it. We've got 2 or 3 domain names coming online, online store to go with that. The online training is going ahead. We will have that hopefully online just after the first the new year. Christmas is a real tough season for us. We just got so much going on. You know, December tends to be the biggest month for us. We just production line and stuff like that. So please be patient with us. You know, we've worked on the artwork. We've got the artwork finalized. That's been sent over to Chem Express. We've got artwork for the forum online or in transit right now. I mean, they're working on it. It should be done pretty soon. We're going to have to get high-speed internet, high definition cameras, boom mics. I mean, there's a lot that goes along with the online training, and I know we've had all kinds of people responding to it, from Dominican Republic, from Qatar, from Norway, I mean, just all over this planet. So that may take off bigger than we ever thought, but we're not sure. But anyhow, all those things are in the works, so please be patient with us. There's only so many hours in the day. And that's it for this one. We'll probably shoot another one. I'm going to do a walk around the shop. I think Mike down there in Florida expressed an interest in looking at how we set up our shop. That's a rock quarry out back. They've been dynamiting out there for the last 4 weeks. It's hilarious. And big shout out to Darcy, his Confederate camo shirt. He wanted me to wear one, so it's online. It's on my YouTube. That's it for this one. Hope you guys are having a good day dipping. And we'll look forward to hearing from you guys. Questions, comments, leave them below. That's good stuff on a Friday. And you guys take care until the next one. All right, talk to you later. Bye.